Fruit Ninja Combo Party. This is a card game based on the video game of the same title. It is also a card drafting game, so it has the same idea of Seven Wonders or Sushi Go, but it also adds an element of quick pattern recognition and dexterity, and also an element of push or luck that makes it quite different from its progenitors. I played this game with my two daughters that are now 6 and 8, and they loved it, and I also liked it very much, partially because of how fun the game was, and partially because I was just enjoying how much fun they were having. Now, how does the game work? Well, when you open the box, you will find instructions that are not very long, and you will probably immediately notice this thing, and you wonder, what the heck is that? This is the handle of the katana that you use to slash the fruit. Blade must be added by the power of the imagination. And the katana handle goes in the middle of the play area. Then you have player A cards. You give one to each player. And then we have these tokens that I use to keep track of score. You will perform actions to gain these tokens that give you points. There are also tokens for penalties for you to grab the handle and you shoot them. We'll talk about that later, but I want to say something. I rewarded that with my daughters as if you touch the handle when you're not supposed to, which is great when you play with kids, so that prevents a daughter picking up just for fun and start swinging and hitting people on the head by mistake, or not so much by mistake. You play with kids, you know what I mean. It's great that there literally are penalties that you can give to your kids for that kind of behavior. Awesome. Then we have two types of cards. One is reward cards, and they will simply give you extra points. And then we have the main cards of the game that represent different types of fruit being slashed by the dexterity and invisible blades of the players. Each player receives a hand of 12 cards, so let's assume these are 12 cards, and very Sushi Go, Seven Wonder-like. The idea is you look at your cards, these are more than 12, you look at your cards, you select one, and the rules say, I think, you put it face down in front of you, but that's one way of doing it. We prefer to hold it right like this for reasons that will become clear soon. So everybody puts down a card, or you hold it in your hand, and then everybody turns their selection face up at the same time. Now, if there are at least two fruits that are the same, the players that played and can try to grab the handle. The first player to grab the handle gets a reward card. So right there, you get some extra points. Hooray! It's also possible that there aren't two cards that are exactly the same, in which case no one should go for the handle. And again, if you go when you're not supposed to, then you get a penalty. After that, you simply add the card that you selected to your tableau. You pass the cards to the player, to the next player, receive the cards from the other player, and you repeat the process. Now, when you form your tableau, the cards in your tableau must be all the same, like in this case, or all different, like in this case. After cards have been selected, you have to check if your tableau is still legal. If it is illegal, you can choose to score it or to keep going and add to the tableau. If it's not legal, because suppose these are the cards that I have there, and this is the hand that has been given to me. There's just no way I can add another banana here, so my tableau is not going to be legal. I'm going to choose a card, reveal it, and add it to my tableau, so to speak. If your tableau is not legal, you discard the last card and you score it without a reward card. If you choose to score it, you score it and you get a reward card. To score a tableau, you look at this player aid here. So, for example, if I'm scoring a combo 3 cards, I'm gonna get 1 point and a reward card. If I was forced to score because my tableau was not valid, then I simply get, again, I get to score it. I get to score the victory points, but I don't get the reward card as indicated here. Also, if the combo that I'm scoring is the combo made of cards that are all the same, I get 2 times the number of tokens that I would get otherwise. So I get these for 3 bananas instead of just 1 that I would have gotten for that combo, for example, which is a combo of cards that are all different. Continue like this, pretty much. Choose a card, play it, grab the handle if appropriate, and get a reward card. If that is the case, then you may be forced to score your non-valid tableau, or you may choose to score, or you may keep going. When a tableau is scored, whether because you wanted or because you were forced, it is discarded and you start another one with the cards that you will receive. Also, your tableau can be of no more than 6 cards, so when you have 6, you have to score it. And so, this is the general idea. This is how it works. You play a number of rounds. The players will agree on at the beginning of the game, and the player with the most points at the end of the game is the winner. So, very simple. Yes, my 6-year-old had no problem understanding the game whatsoever. Also, there is no reading involved. My 6-year-old can read fairly well, but of course, even easier, there isn't such an element to deal with. The game is very simple. At the beginning, it may feel simplistic, and you may even feel like there's a handle thematic element is pasted on. And maybe it is, but it somehow works still very well in the game. Why? Because the fact that there's going to be this mini competition at the beginning of each round punctuates the game in an interesting way. Sometimes in Sushi Go, I get the cards, put it down, pass on. Silently, I flip it face up, get the other one. It almost looks like an assembly line. Here you get a card and there's a sense of you're ready, there's a sense of moment, a sense of excitement, there's that moment of suspense as everybody selects their card. And interestingly enough, there is a little bit of strategy there, because suppose that this is my combo and I decided that I wanted to keep going, and these are the cards that they have been dealt to me. Now I know it's my combo will not be valid after I add a card, but I'm still in the competition. I'm still in the competition for the handle. Now I see that you are making bananas there. So, well, since in any case I had to choose a card that will be invalid for me, I'm gonna get the banana. I'm gonna choose the banana because I hope that you have a valid combo, that you're gonna play a banana. Chances are you're gonna play a banana, and so boom. I'm trying to maximize my chances of getting the handle. Or if this is the situation, I know that you're trying not to play these cards, so again I'll try to get a card that I hope you're taking so that I can be in the group of people that can grab the handle. Basically, whether you're pursuing a combo or not, but you always pursue a combo, whether you can actually add to your tableau, but also in the case you push your luck and your hand is not good, you can still have a little bit of deduction, a little bit of trying to read your opponents, even a little bit of bluffing, and try to get the handle. I like that very much, and my daughters also love them, because my 6-year-old, when she pushed her luck and she didn't get the right card, she clearly was devastated until I told her, you can still get the handle. And sometimes, you know, the handle then gives you a +3 points here, so it's a pretty good thing. So I like that there are these 2 ways of scoring points by getting rewards cards that you can get with that speed competition, and then simply the normal combo. Frankly, again, for a game that is this simple, keep all the cards the same, we're all different. Much simpler to score than Sushi Go, of course, also much more than 7 Wonders. The same idea that you have in those games has been scaled down to the complexity, or lack thereof, to the simplicity of a party game. They added this little, again, really party game-ish element. Recognize, grab. One of my daughter's favorite games is Spotted, so there is that element of recognition. And that daughter is Louisa. She likes this very much. So you have this idea of the card drafting, that has been placed in a very simple, very linear design, incredibly intuitive, that however keeps everybody engaged and involved thanks to this dexterity element, that also has the little bit of element of deduction, or trying to increase your chances, a little bit of strategy there. Again, depending on the cards that you see, you get a sense of what may still be there, and so you get a sense of how risky it may be to invest on a certain fruit. So there's just a little bit of strategy, a little bit of deduction there, which actually is just enough to keep you entertained, to elevate this game above what I would say the average party game, while remaining just as fun, as simple, as linear as a party game. It has, again, it's as fun with laughters and just relaxed atmosphere like a party game, with more strategy, more decisions that you would find in a regular party game. For all of these reasons, I'm gonna give for Ninja quite high endorsement. I mean, I liked it very much. My daughters loved it. It is a fun game. I don't know that I will play it very much with my adult friends, but as a family game, this is one that we're gonna play. My daughters have already asked me when we're gonna play it next, and that's probably gonna be this evening, because we really had a good time. And, you know, give it a try. I think you can have a good time with this game too.